This is Dennis Malate,
Joan Villar, Rubilin Ebereta,
Ami Borja,
Marie Clarice Miranda,
Angelica Alvia, Ana Marimora, Abigail Fulgurisa,
and Maria Eileen Dular. Welcome to our first ever vlog! For this video blog, we will talk about and understand the advantages and disadvantages of online schooling in the midst of pandemic. Because of the outbreak of the coronavirus, the government saw face-to-face learning too risky. That is why they propose online classes as alternative way of learning. Yeah, this is to strictly follow our few multi-effective ways to fight against the spread of the unseen enemy, which are the hashtag stay at home and social distancing.
because even if there were already vaccines, some people do not want to be vaccinated.
Masakit eh!
And some haven't yet vaccinated due to overload vaccinees.
Apart from proposing and implementing online classes, there are various perspectives and reactions coming from the students.
So, the content of this vlog is a summary of students' viewpoints regarding online school. So guys, ano pang hinihintay nyo?
Fried Chicken Captain!
Mamaya na yan guys. What I mean is, are you guys ready to discuss the advantages and disadvantages on online schooling? Can we start now the discussion?
Aye, Captain!
I can't hear you guys.
Aye, Captain!
Joanne? So now guys, let us talk first about the disadvantages of online schooling.
The first disadvantage of online schooling is the availability of resources. Like what we have been observed, some students don't have smartphones, laptops, or computer, or they may have phones but just the ordinary. So, it will be difficult for them to participate in their online classes.
So, the second disadvantage is the internet connection. We all know that some students of our classmates are living in the remote areas where the signal is poor and internet is difficult to access. So, it might be difficult and challenging for them to cope up with the lesson online.
Number 3 disadvantages is the lack of budget for load. Since then, we knew that not all students can afford to buy load for mobile data or an offer that guarantee fast internet connection. So, it might be so crazy for them to attend online class even though they really can.
For disadvantages is most students find learning as a group more effective than learning alone. Because there are active students who easily learn the lesson through active participation. And as we experience, we prepare learning with friends through group studies where we can discuss things into brainstorming. Isn't it, guys?
Yeah, we are totally agreed!
Though, learning alone at home might feel as bored, which will make us lazy to do the task online on time.
Number 5 disadvantages is that actual discussion is better and more effective. Most students and even us say this line. Sometimes it's really hard to understand the lesson even if there's a teacher discussing on our front. So how much more without a teacher explaining the lesson? No more clear learnings and understanding sink in on our minds at all, and that would be so sad.
As online schooling continues, we have noticed that face-to-face teaching is absolutely far and way different from online teaching. But we don't have choice because our safety is more than important than anything else.
Number 6 disadvantages is that home is not a conducive place of learning, especially to those students who have little siblings and offsprings. I do really experience this when I was in Bicol. My son usually borrow my gadgets and would only give it back when he wanted to. Also, as a mother, I might be a clash between student tasks and household chores. So if it is difficult for you guys who don't have yet a child, it is double difficult for me who already have a child.
Since we are done talking about the disadvantages of online schooling, now let us talk about the things that we can consider as advantages of online schooling. So, the first advantages of online schooling is that the time will be spent well.
Yeah, totally agree. Because the first advantages of online schooling was really proven since there is an online class where days would just spent in sleeping and eating.
Some may also spend their time to do some work since they were working students.
Some will just use their time for online gaming and internet surfing like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. because through this, they may find their happiness as they enjoy. They might discover new learnings and they enlarge their point of view or insight to things.
Have leisure time for their TikTok and K-drama series because this might distract you from learning and doing your school activities on time.
As we have noticed, amidst the pandemic, our learning would stop since we are learning at home.
The second advantages of online schooling is that learning continues. Studying continues, whereas we will be equipped to our chosen career.
In addition, this will prepare us to become more competent or skilled professional in the near future. So,
We should keep on learning to keep growing and improving.
because this way we can make homestay and worth it.
The third advantages of online schooling is that it helps us to become independent. Since we're studying at home, learning would be more challenging because we will not have friends around us that we can directly approach if we need some ideas and explanations for the topic.
So, in learning online, we have to try our best to comprehend the lessons by our own.
Number 4 advantages of online schooling is that this lessen our exposure to social media because of too much more activities given by our instructors. The common things that students usually do like surfing in internet and playing Mobile Legends will be lessened. Because too much exposure to these things will cause addiction that will probably ruin the minds and health of the students.
Remember, too much exposure to these things is devastating. So, we as students should limit and lessen the use of those things mentioned for us to avoid such illnesses that might cause by this and for us to focus on our study.
Number 5 advantages of online schooling is that it helps us to continue our dreams. Since classes will continue, we will not be idle for one school year.
We will be able to continue reaching our dreams in life through studying.
There will be no more wasted time.
Remember, time is gold. So, we should value each tick of the clock.
If online class would be your prompt, then why you don't ask yourself to should do your duties and obligation as the students? Because if there's a will,
There's a way! So, a simple tip of advice to those who don't have smartphones, this is the time of making your face a lot thicker that lets you find a way to borrow some.
And if you are living in a remote area, then why not to do the same as what you usually do? Find a boarding house.
find a boarding house that you can rent, which some is not far from your hometown. A place where you can have an access to an internet.
Just in case, guys, you will encounter problems that may cause you not to submit your activities on time, remember, don't hesitate to inform your teacher.
Cause we are all positive that our teacher and your teacher will understand our and your situation.
Again, this is just a suggestions. We were just trying to help because we really don't know how hard it is on your part.
And if online class will not be your prompt, then we can do anything about it. And that happens, all you need to do is to value the time to be with your family and make some way to make your homestay productive. And most importantly,
Keep on praying! We hope you've learned something as we tackled our topic. Online schooling is advantages and disadvantages in the midst of pandemic. Thank you for watching!